We are live.
We are live.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I
it is.
try to go between 5 and 10 minutes up, go live, so that
Yeah. well,
people that are logging in,
Yeah. Mother Nature just decided to give it one more snow shower. So,
at least this is not a bad one.
right. Yeah, it'll melt. In fact, it's already melting.
Yeah.
It's melting and the sun was trying to come out. Now, apparently it's not staying out.
Yeah.
When I
yeah,
walked in, it was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe the rain is next after it.
Yeah, well, they say we're gonna get rain.
Yeah, rain this afternoon.
Yeah, so it'll all be gone. But I talked to Pastor Sue yesterday and out in Nebraska. She said last week one day it was 92, and then the next day it dropped down to 49. So she said it was a huge drop, and then the tornado sirens went off
Yeah.
with that huge drop in temperature, and they did have a couple of tornadoes sighted. But she said the whole farming area where she's around Lincoln, for the third year they've been in a drought. And they haven't gotten hardly any snow this winter, and no rains yet this spring.
Now, my sister-in-law lives in Omaha, and she didn't tell me all that. She just said it was really bad this week, and it's coming our way.
Oh, okay.
Except for the drought.
Yeah, except for the drought.
And
Yeah.
and my California cousin said they need rain so badly out there too.
Yeah, that's what my sister said. Oh, she's in Berkeley, and she says
Yeah, they really,
well, they have in front of the house. They have it's all rock. Of course, as my brother-in-law would say, why do we need to cut lawn here? Because directly across the street from them is a big public park.
Oh,
So the girls, if the girls wanted to play, and they did have, I don't know how much she's still got lawn in back, because she has put in more flower and vegetable beds in back. But they did have, so the girls could go, when they were really little,
yeah,
could go out and play in the backyard.
sure.
But by the time they got to be about 8 or 9 years old, they were going across the street
Yeah.
because the public park had, has a playground
Sure.
that's maybe half a block in.
Yeah,
So they were going across the street to the playground all the time.
yeah, that was perfect.
And Hillegas is not that busy a street.
Yeah,
So they could, after,
I agree. I think lawns are a waste of time.
mhm.
well, especially like in the Las Vegas area, for example, and parts of
Sandy and-
California.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my friends in Mesa don't have
Yeah,
a lawn.
most don't.
They've got,
No.
you know,
have to
they've
mow
got, like almost golf ball size for most of the gravel.
Yeah.
And they've got cactus and other desert plants.
Yeah. We could do that around here. We just wouldn't have cactus.
Actually, there are some cactus you could have around here.
Yeah, I saw a store that said succulents for this area.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, why didn't you know we could grow
Well,
certain...
sedum, I think, is considered, there's yellow
Oh, I
sedum
have
and
sedum.
red sedum.
Yeah.
And there's ones, I forget what they're called, but they're flat and oval shaped.
Yeah, I know what you're
That
talking
we had them in New Jersey, and I'm sure you could grow them around here too.
And they winter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wonder how about, is it yucca? Is that big?
Yeah, that tall thing with
Yeah,
the
and
white.
then they have the real tall white
Yeah.
flowers on top. I always thought that was kind of like a succulent.
It is.
I don't know, but it can grow anywhere, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Greetings.
Well, hello! Welcome! Well, looky. Howdy, howdy. Good to see ya.
Hello.
It's so tempting, you know that?
I
The
know.
temptation
She's
is just.
just sitting there.
How you doing here, Mason?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm here.
Hey, that's all right. Now join the rest of us.
We're moving.
Okay.
We're moving.
1, 2,
2,
3, 4, 5.
Finger exercises.
Yeah, exercise. exercises. We must do our exercises. Yes, we can be silly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, see, we came to do our exercises, and where's my wife?
Talking. Well,
Jaw exercises, right?
You have an exercise for this?
jaw, it's your jaw.
Jaw.
Oh, that's what it
tongue.
is.
She's
That's what you
exercising
do.
her jaw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
And her tongue. Yep. I know, where's Barb?
I don't know.
On a mission
She's
somewhere.
on a mission
Yeah,
somewhere.
she was already on a mission.
Well, I don't know where I'm supposed to sit. May I
Wherever
sit here, please?
Yes, you
Wherever
may.
would like.
Okay.
Just pick a chair, as long as somebody else isn't already sitting in it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
That would be a little hard to do.
I'm still trying to loosen my ribs up, but when I get loosened up, I'll be ready.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they hear some cracking noise over here, you know what happened.
If it hurts, don't do it. That's the rule.
At this age, if it doesn't hurt, you're not gonna do
You're
it
not
anyway.
gonna do anything.
Oh, sure.
Well, this is typical Monday. Maybe we should just start anything. Our Facebook friends are with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Facebook will tell one.
What I didn't bring any of that stuff with me.
She's got it. She's all over it, Dave.
Get you this morning?
No.
No,
No.
but he talked about
Oh,
I just
yeah.
told him how tempting I was.
it.
Told him
Yeah,
how tempting.
yeah. So,
Well, we're gonna give it a shot today. and
good
see
for
what-
you.
Did you bring one for me?
Sure. You want red or green?
Wow. Wow.
Don't do it, Dave. Don't do it. I saw that look in his eye.
Oh, well, where is everybody?
I don't know. It's after 10 o'clock. Barb's not even here to clap for us,
Maybe
so
not on Facebook.
With all the snow out there and all that stuff.
probably scared people off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
The roads are fine.
Oh,
The
yeah.
roads are clear.
Their sidewalks
Yeah.
aren't bad either.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's not a problem. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. People can join us as they come in.
Or
So,
not.
yeah. Snowfall. Can you believe this? Snow.
Yeah.
I was just like, really? Steve said, got up first, he said, it's snowing. And I said, no.
They said it was going to.
I know, but I thought certainly not.
They were right.
They were right.
Surely the weatherman made a mistake, right? You would think so, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like they did.
Yeah.
Today,
See what happens, Barb, when you're not here? Look at us.
we're late. Our
I
Facebook
know.
friends are just wondering
Wondering
about
what in the
what
world.
is going
So
on.
we're gonna get going. Honest, we are. We're
Okay.
getting up morning.
Today is my sister's birthday, so I tried to call her this morning and didn't get her. So I left her a message. I said, "Happy birthday, and aren't you glad it's snowing?"
That was
Oh.
nice, Joyce.
She's one of the sisters that spends the winter in Texas.
Oh.
She's not come back yet.
Oh, yes. They're back.
There's a better day coming, very well, very well. There's a better day coming, very well, very well. In that great, getting up morning, very well, very well. In that great, getting up morning, very well, very well. When you see the lightning flashing, very well, very well. When you hear the thunder crashing, very well. Very well, when you see the stars falling, very well, very well. When you hear the chariots calling, very well, very well. In that great getting up morning, very well, very well. In that great getting up morning, very well, very well. When you see the lightning flashing, when you hear the thunder crashing, when you see the stars are falling, when you hear the chariots calling, good news, chariots chariots coming, chariots coming, so chariots coming, come on, you are coming. There's a long white road in heaven, I know. Long white road in heaven, I know. Long white road in heaven, I know. I say good news, chariots coming, chariots coming, so chariots coming, come on, you are coming. In that great, getting up morning fairly well, fairly well. In that great, getting up morning fairly well, fairly well. In that great, getting up morning fairly well, fairly well. In that great, getting up morning fairly well, fairly well.
We did it!
We did it.
Woo! All right.
I'm tired.
Just so y'all know, I've got my order in for my chariot.
Oh.
Okay. Not soon, I hope.
Don't have a date yet, no.
Yeah, that's good.
We're just working on it. All right, sitting forward. Work on your posture. Back straight. Shoulders roll back. Chin parallel with the floor. Gonna bring up that right leg. We're gonna circle that foot and ankle. Working that synovial fluid in those joints. Mine are popping. And then the other way. It's like you're stirring a big pot of something. Pot of trouble. And lower that foot down to the
Makes me
floor.
think of Lucy and Ethel stomping the grapes.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite episodes. Yes. And circle that other ankle and foot. Gotta keep those muscles, tendons, joints moving. Circle, 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 circle. And we're gonna put this foot down to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time with each foot. Circle, circle, circle. If you hear that popping and cracking, that's the synovial fluid being released. Now we're going to put this foot down with the count of 5 in German. Ein, zwei, drei, vier, fünf. And this foot is going to be our, is it Japanese? Okay, and we need you, Dave, because we haven't learned it yet. We were in trouble the other day. We tried, but it didn't work out right.
Ooh, this is gonna be a test.
It goes. Ichi, ni, shine, shi, ruku, kana, hachi, tu.
Woohoo! Yay! Good job, Dave! That's awesome. All right, now we're going to work on the ankles. We're going to hold our hand, we're going to put our hands on the outside of that knee, and then we're going to roll that foot over on its side, making that ankle do all the work. And then back down, and then roll to the outside, and back down, and one more time, roll to the outside, and back down. Now this is a little harder. We're going to put our hands on the inside of the leg, steady that leg, and now we're going to try to roll to the inside of that foot, and back down. And roll to the inside, and back down. And one more time, roll, and back down. Now we got to do this leg. So hands on the outside, and we're going to roll to the outside of that foot, and back down, and roll. Back down, and one more good roll. Roll, and back down. Whew, now we have to go to the inside. All right. Roll to the inside and back down. Roll to the inside and back down. And one more time. Roll to the inside and back down. Woo! All right, hands out to the sides. And we're gonna make teeny tiny little circles really slowly because we wanna feel that muscle burn. And now we're gonna make medium-sized circles really slowly. Keep those arms up, we're fighting gravity. Medium-sized circles. Gotta have strong shoulders. And now big circles. As big as you can make them. Really stretch. Now we have to stop and go the opposite direction to unwind. So make big circles the opposite way. 1, 2, 3. And medium-sized circles. 1, 2, 3. And little tiny circles. 1, 2, 3, and down. Woo!
Oh,
Did
that's
you
been,
feel
it's been
the
a long
burn? Yeah, it was a long time. All right, we're gonna do for the lower back, we're gonna do our little gravity pull where we have our hands between our legs, and then we're just gonna slowly bend down. Let gravity pull your hands down to the floor. When you're as far as you want to go, stop. And then just go back up as slowly as you went down. So just pick those arms up. Use your abs, your glutes, and pull yourself back up. That really stretches that spine. Gives those little cushions some air. One more time, slowly, slowly. Just let gravity pull your arms down to the floor. And just relax. Let your head go down. And then slowly come back up. Nice. All right, fingertips under the chin. We're going to do our shoulder blade press. This is a good one for the lungs. Going to move our arms back, squeeze those shoulder blades, open those lungs. Fingertips back under the chin. Back for 2. One more. Nice. And down. I think we're done with the shoulders. Yay! All right, so we can kick walk back to the back of the chair. Now we're going to work those legs and the abs and the glutes. So we're going to put our feet out front. And we're going to point those toes forward as far as you can point. And then we're going to bring them back. Feel that in your calves. And then point. Bring back. Point. Bring back. Now we're going to take the right toe out all by itself. And then we're going to switch and take the left. And switch and right. And switch and left. And down. Nice. Okay, pump the swing. This is an easy one, but a good way to just stretch those calves and work the hips. And up for 2. And up put the right foot on top of the left, and we're gonna go up and swing, and up, and down, and up, and down. Now the opposite, so the left foot is on top, and swing up, and 2, so this begins to wake the brain up. 3, and down. Good job. Fingertips on your shoulders. We're going to reach up to the ceiling and reach as far up as you can possibly reach, and back. Now out to the side and reach. Oh, stretch those arms and shoulders and back. And now forward. Reach out a little further and back. And now down to the floor. Reach, and back up. Woo! That was a good one. All right. Right leg out front. And we're going to make circles with that whole leg. Not just the foot this time, but the whole leg. And now reverse. And now we're going to do the opposite leg. Leg out front. Circle. 2, 3. Now go the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. All right. Who is right? Fingertips on your shoulder or behind your head, either way, because we're going to bring those elbows in and out and in, out, and in, and out. Good job. For the wrists, gonna lace our fingers. Remember, here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the church.
Open the doors.
Open the doors.
Open the doors.
Your thumbs.
And see the people, but
And
you're
see
supposed
the
to be
people.
like this.
But I did lace mine.
Yeah.
You have to lace them this way.
Yes.
Here's the church.
Church.
Here's
Here is the steeple.
But
Open the door.
steeple was here.
Steeples here.
Oh, I've always done steeple as a pinky.
Yeah.
We don't, I don't
Yeah.
expect the.
In Indiana, we do it this weekend, that's it.
And then open the doors.
And see all the
the
people.
people. It takes all of our brains. Oh.
Started the big fight anyway.
All right, now we're going to lace our fingers, and we're going to exercise those wrists by just moving them around in a circle, and you'll hear all kinds of popping and cracking, and then go the opposite direction. Excellent. Now, hands together in your prayer position, keeping pressure applied, elbows out, and we're going to slowly move those hands up towards the ceiling and keep pressure on those palms and bring your elbows as close together as possible and then down and back out. That is a great shoulder stretch. Good job, everybody. All right, hands up like you're saying, stop. And then we're going to bring them back. Press those shoulder blades together. Forward. Take them back. Press those shoulder blades. Forward. One more time. Back. And forward. Yay! All right, so far so good. All right, leg stretch. Just stretch that front leg out one one leg out in front, up on its heel, and then we're gonna take the hand, walk it down the leg as far down as you can go, maybe touch your toes, maybe not. Come back up. Just a good stretch for that spine and that lower back. One more time, down the leg. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Back up. Ah. Now the other leg. Out on the heel. And other arm goes down the leg. Touch the toes if you can. Back up.
Surely you jest.
And back down the leg. And back up. Woo! All right. Our scripture that we're working on is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Arms out front. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Yay! We're getting that one down pretty good. Okay. Let's see. Let's do one more. Let's do our one for the abs. So we're going to take our feet out front. We're going to put one leg on front of the other, on top of the other, and then we're going to tighten the thighs, the abs, the glutes, and just pull them all in into a tight little ball right in the center, and just tighten, 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 and relax. Now, left foot on top. Pull in those 3 core muscle groups that you have to have control over to help yourself prevent falling. So tighten, 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 and release. Yay! Good job. Well, it is time for Breathe on Me. Breath of God.
There already.
I know. Well, we started.
You were enjoying yourselves.
This is our time to focus on God's breath.
Fill me with life anew, that I may know what thou dost love, and do what thou wouldst say.
back on Wednesday, same time, same channel.